Hey friends, Ash here. Welcome back to Gents. I am joined once again by my wife Chelsea, and today she's going to be smelling 20 of the biggest new releases of this year and ranking them from worst to best. We did opposite directions.
Yeah, well, that's kind of like us.
Yeah. So this covers pretty much all of the really big ones that have been released so far. There are some that have been announced that I don't have just yet, like Invictus Victory Absolute, at least as of when we're shooting this. It's possible this comes out after I get that one and do a video on it, I don't know. And of course, as time goes on, there will be more and more new releases announced. So this just kind of gives you like a recap of most of the big ones up to this point. All of these are going to be linked in the description below, so feel free to check them out down there. Like I said, this is worst to best, so you're not going to be giving this a score. You're going to smell the dry down and the opening of each one of these, and you're going to rank them out accordingly. So yeah, it may take a little bit back and forth since there are going to be so many of them this time. Usually we only do 10, but whatever. Let's jump straight into it, and we're going to start with Dior M Parfum 2025. Yeah, the new one.
Starting with that Dior M.
And then we're gonna put that up against Phantom Elixir. What?
I feel like that is kind of a tough, they're so different. One I know is already just gonna be like really kind of like a more classy man, and the other one's gonna be more of like, you know.
Maybe, maybe not.
I mean, that's true. I haven't, you know.
Don't judge a book by its cover, just because it's a robot. Yeah, so there's the opening of these. Don't get them mixed up. Very important. Yeah, so Dior M Parfum 2025, way different than the original Dior M Parfum, which a lot of people not pumped about. It's got a little iris off the top, kind of fresh, sweet, and then as it dries down, that iris changes.
Yes, it's got an iris off the top.
It does,
a lot.
Yep. But it's pretty fleeting. It doesn't last that long.
Yeah, I could kind of figure that because in the dry down, I really can't pick up a ton of
the iris is not there for long, frankly.
I mean, the dry down smells fantastic. I really love the dry down. It's that opening.
Yeah, see, that's the deal with Dior M Parfum. The new one is that as far as compliments and stuff go, really good, actually. It's just that for people like myself who love what Dior M used to be, kind of a bummer, you know? So it's like, And then Phantom Elixir over here. Actually, for a Phantom, you know, I think it's not too shabby, not too terrible.
All right, so I really like both of them. The openings to both, I'm not like a huge fan of. I like the dry downs both more in both of the fragrances. And surprisingly, I actually think that I like this dry down more than I like that dry down. So as of right now, I'm gonna, Yeah,
I mean, Phantom Elixir, you know, it's got a little bit of that phantom sweetness, right? But
yes.
Let's keep the strips to the right.
Okay.
That way I can keep everything straight in my head.
I'm surprising myself that...
You're what? Surprising.
I'm surprising myself that I'm actually picking an iris fragrance. It's really weird.
Like I said, iris fleeting.
Yeah, that's, I think, probably the saving point with me.
That's the part for me where I'm like, and
I'm like, yay!
Yeah. Let's match that one up against the new K. So this is K Parfum. There are a number of Ks at this point. They have not done the elixir though. So
they're really missing out.
I'm assuming they'll
where are you at, K, with that elixir?
So K is not always my favorite blue fragrance line, but a lot of people do love it. That one has caramelized fig as one of the notes, so like a little interesting vibe there, but it doesn't have a massive amount of fig. Like I wish there was a little more, but it does have that in there, so a little interesting.
That opening is really nice.
For K?
Yeah, I like the opening.
Feel free to reapply openings if you need to, but...
I don't want to reapply the opening to Dior M. That's okay.
Hater.
Thanks anyways, though.
The iris is the best part of that fragrance.
I mean...
For me. Like I said, though, the dry down is super safe, a little sweet, fresh kind of mix, you know. Easy to wear, compliment pulling type scent. This one is maybe a little bit more, would you say, of like an evening scent, K, over here?
Yeah, probably.
And it has like a masculine, like a classic masculine touch to it.
I'm gonna stick with my Dior M.
Okay,
I really like
where's K go?
I'm gonna stick it in front of poor little robot down here. I'm sorry, buddy. But I'm actually surprised because, you know, it's a nice fragrance. But that dry down, I keep like going back to.
You keep repeating that.
Yeah.
Like a little robot yourself.
Oh, I see what you did there. Ooh.
Okay, let's go. I don't know. I've got a lot of options. Let's go Stronger With You Parfum up next. So the new Stronger With You.
This is a big old bottle.
It's 100 mils, but yeah, it's sturdy.
Yeah, I feel like it's bigger than, or maybe you just have.
No, they're all this size.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It does look chunkier though than the little Dior M Parfum,
No,
doesn't it?
don't see. No, my poor little bottle. He's not chunky. He's just big bone.
So this one is kind of what you would expect, Stronger With You, but turned into a parfum. So like ever so slightly more mature, maybe a little bit classier, not quite as loud with the sweetness as like Stronger With You Intensely is, stuff like that.
Has it got like a little, like a leather or something in it? I feel like it's got some like suede or a leather kind of vibe to it. Ooh, I feel like based on your face here.
So in terms of the note breakdown, there is chestnut in here. That's going to tie it in with the other Stronger With Yous. Also have lavender. You have a little touch of mandarin orange, pink pepper, and then vanilla. But the way that they describe the vanilla is a leathery vanilla.
Look at my nose. It's maturing.
Now, one thing with this one, it doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes with Stronger With You Parfum, and don't let this ruin the fragrance for you. It doesn't for me, but when you first smell it off the top, it smells a little bit like barbecue.
Interesting.
See, it's not there really right now, but when you very first spray it on, I'll smell it, and it's got like a little tang to it.
I could see where you.
Yeah.
It doesn't ruin it for me because
No.
I'm not.
Yeah, it's one of those things where if you smell it and you hone in on it, you're like, oh, that's got like a
I
little
know,
bit
like
of.
the pickle thing.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
the
yeah.
body
With some
odor.
fragrances,
Oh my God, that ruins
kind of
it
like
for
that,
me.
but not as bad.
Oh, that drives me nuts. Just to keep it moving along though, I like both of these a lot. Actually, this is probably the hardest matchup. And I don't really feel good about it either way, but I'm gonna have to
Move the Dior.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Dior.
It's okay. He doesn't care.
I mean, honestly, he performed a little bit better than.
Well, this
kinda
one
thought.
is definitely made more for mass appeal and compliments. Whereas Dior M Parfum, the original version, was definitely made more for people who are really into fragrances. So it's like two different audiences. And that's why there's also a lot of blowback
I mean, I feel
from
like
people that are really into
I feel like
scents.
they're juggling that though pretty well.
They're trying to.
So, in my opinion.
Yeah, so we'll scoot this over and let's find a matchup here. Okay, I'm gonna put this up against the new Devotion. So this is Dolce & Gabbana. There are actually 4 Dolce & Gabbanas here. They have been busy this year. Basically last year they took off. They were like, who cares? And they didn't really do much. But this year they have started off with a lot of different things. So that fragrance has coffee, good amount of coffee. Can you smell that?
Yeah, I can smell it.
Yeah, so coffee, citrus kind of vibe in the opening. You know, I don't want to, what are you doing?
Just looking at the
trying
bottle.
to, is it looking cool, you think?
I mean, I don't really like, it's like a stock bottle with like this really long, I don't know.
It does look a little stockish.
I don't feel like that they really put a lot of thought into it. I feel like it's like a backup fragrance that they had like sitting in their warehouse somewhere and they just put like a little emblem on it.
That's how it feels to you?
Yes, that's how it
Well,
feels.
so they have the Ladies Devotion, and the Ladies Devotion looks pretty much the same other than the color, and they have a different little charm on the front, kind of.
I mean, if you like.
But it does look very. Well, honestly, though, K also is like very stock shape and style and everything.
Yeah, I get it.
So it's kind of similar, but yeah.
If you like coffee fragrances, that's great. This is like a little like play, kind of a twist with coffee. But I'm not a huge fan of it, and I actually really like coffee fragrances.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of coffee. But I just don't like it a whole lot.
Not jiving with you?
Yeah. It's just not really doing. It doesn't feel like super wearable, or I don't know. I'm just
Maybe
vibing
not
with
as
it.
like of a potential people pleaser as some of the other ones, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those things where maybe if you blind bought it, you would just get it and kind of set it up on a place somewhere.
So where do you put that? Where are you ranking it?
I'm gonna have to do it dirty.
All the way to the back?
It's gonna have to go all the way to the back.
Yeah, I figured just by the way you were talking. So for me personally, out of these 5, this one also did not really impress me a huge amount. I'm kind of you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, it's okay, but it's just not anything that really wowed me. Let's do this one. This is the new Scandal. And this one is ribbed.
Scandalous.
For your pleasure. This one also, to me, kind of falls in line a little bit, not smelling like this necessarily, but doing like a similar thing where it's like taking Scandal and it's like, well, let's maybe try to class this up a little bit and this and that. Scandal Intense, the Odaparfam Intense Concentration against SWY Parfum. So in terms of the notes, this one has clary, sage, vetiver, and leather. So pretty simple note breakdown. It is a little more aromatic, but the problem that I have with it, which is maybe not necessarily a problem, but the problem I have with it is that it is a little redundant if you already own the other Scandal fragrances.
Gotcha.
So that's kind of where I sit on it. But yeah, what is your decision, your ranking? Where's this go?
So I'm gonna stick with this one. I really like it. It's a good, solid release. I think I'm gonna put it here.
Ahead of Phantom, behind of K.
Yes.
Okay. Let's switch it up and go next with the other Jean Paul Gaultier. This is Le Beau Flower Edition. This one is going to be different than pretty much everything else you've smelled because this is more of a summertime fragrance. So yeah, it's the flower edition. So obviously there's going to be a little bit of a floral aspect to it, but then it's also sweet, fresh, pretty easy to wear during summer. Not the loudest of the Le Beaux as far as performance goes, but yeah, a solid little summertime fragrance.
Yeah, it's funny. And I know you've said this in your previous videos. It's just when you think of like floral flower edition, you think that it's really going to like hit you hard.
Right, like a
those
bouquet of
notes.
flowers.
Yeah, that's literally what I think that I'm going to smell when I spray that on. And it is not. It is like
they're there, but it's not like this big of like
it's
getting
like a
hit
sprinkle.
with. Yeah, you're not getting smacked with flower petals.
Yeah, it's like fairy dusted with flower petals.
Yeah, so it is a little questionable, the name choice, just because, not that it's wrong to name it that way, but I think a lot of people, when they hear flower edition, they're going to automatically think, that's going to be more feminine, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. I don't want to wear it.
I did. I mean, I assumed, but it's actually really good. I mean, it's actually like a pretty solid fragrance.
Yeah, I mean, most all the Le Beaux are these new ones.
Like, it's fresh, it's people pleasing.
Yep.
I mean, like, I can't really fault it.
So, like I said, very different than all these.
I know,
so it's not really apples to apples, but
makes it hard to rank because it is so much different than.
So, which one is winning the Stronger With You?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick with my Stronger With You, man.
And then just ahead of everything else that is not named Dior M Parfum.
That is correct. I'm actually really shocked.
Let's do this one next. Another summer one. So this is Light Blue Capri in Love.
Ooh.
And this one also makes use of fig. Pretty cool. I do like the presentation on it. I think it looks nice. Oh, but one thing that drives me insane on the presentation. Do you see what it is?
No.
It's off center.
Oh, yeah, I see. Okay.
Yeah. The back of the bottle is off center.
Yeah, once you see it, it's hard to like unsee.
Yeah. I don't know if all bottles are like that or just this one, but it's like, guys, that is.
Yeah, it's weird because there's no. Yeah.
Yeah, like this is off center. So when you see it, you're like, oh, that's janky. But then on the front, I mean, it looks normal. So like I said, a fresh one makes use of fig, obviously a summertime release, and it is that's the limited edition for this year. They didn't come out with one last year. Also looks similar to Summer Vibes, that style, remember?
Yeah.
Light blue from.
Yeah, and I really like that bottle, but Summer Vibes is like freaking killing it compared to that one.
You mean just the look of the bottle or the smell?
Both.
Ooh. You don't like the fig?
So I like it.
It's also kind of green.
Yeah, it's a good fragrance. It really reminds me actually of when like I'm out in our flower garden.
Oh yeah.
Because it's got that kind of like earthy,
like leafiness.
Yeah, it really reminds me of that. Like as soon as I smelled it, I was like, oh snap! Am I in my flower garden right now? Interesting. So as far as like a fragrance goes though, I don't know if I want to really like smell that on somebody all the time. So just for me personally, I think I'm gonna have to like knock it down a little bit.
You have to rank it.
I know.
Oof. You being mean to Dolce Gabbana.
You just made the oof sound.
Oof.
You just got killed in Roblox.
Yeah, so Dolce Gabbana, blah, blah, blah. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard out here for a D&G.
I don't know. It is what it is. My bad.
You would have said that was pretty funny.
It's hard out here for a D&G.
That's pretty good.
That was a good dad joke, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Solid.
Next up, we will do Herrera Bad Boy Elixir. So we're going back into, oops.
That was your fault.
We're going back into warm and sweet with this one. Similar color scheme as well.
Interesting. This is like making me go to like back in the day. Like,
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's just making me feel really like nostalgic almost.
Okay. A bad boy is so nostalgic. Yeah, so this one, it kind of, to me, takes the bad boy DNA and just kind of amplifies it. Yeah. So it has like that chocolatey feel that you get from Bad Boy. And then it's also, very rich and like very lightly gourmand and it's just like a solid fall winter time fragrance. Good performance, the whole deal.
It's like weird. It's like throwing it back to, like how
it's like touching that part in your brain somehow.
Yeah, it's weird how fragrances do that sometimes. Like you'll smell it and you're like, oh, like I just got zapped. So, that's a hard one.
Brother, ooh.
Yeah, brother. Ooh, what's up, brother?
Brother, ooh.
I'm gonna stick with Strong With You, but I'm putting that one right here.
Yeah, this one I feel is very good. I like Bad Boy Elixir a lot.
Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah, that's probably, if I'm going for like a Bad Boy DNA fragrance, I'm gonna go for that one. Because there's also Bad Boy Cobalt, which is like different.
Yeah.
But if I want one that smells like Bad Boy. Okay, let's go next against Stronger With You Parfum with Burberry Hero, which you can barely read.
Yeah.
Parfum Intense, you see? And it's questionable to put the black font on this very dark bottle, but.
I don't mind it. It's very like minimalistic. And that's really.
I guess.
I don't mind it.
It does have a magnetic cap.
Oh, points.
Yep, points. I think that's the, that's the only one up here so far. See, there's one there with a magnetic cap. Yep, one of two. One of two. Can you tell what's in there?
No.
Okay, I was just asking.
Like
note-wise, like if you got anything from it.
I thought you were about to tell me like something that was gonna like blow my mind.
No,
like,
just
do you know
notes.
what's in there? Like, do you know though?
No, just like, does that smell like anything to you?
It smells a little like masculine, like suede, something like
Leather.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, and woods. That's cedar. That's like the big hero thing, but yeah, leathery, very.
I like when you can smell like the leathery part.
Yeah.
I like that, and then when it goes away.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Oh, that, that's got like a very, like it goes back to almost lightly earthy.
Yeah.
And like a touch of aromatics around the edge, but more so like the leafy part, like.
So if the leathery part of the fragrance stayed there actually throughout the entire life of the fragrance,
like when it's very lightly sweeter off the top?
I think that it would fare better for me.
Yeah.
But since it kind of dissipates, I'm not, I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah, so I've actually had this one for a minute. I've not done a review on it, but yeah, I feel like when you compare it to a lot of the other contemporary fragrances, more modern ones that have more of that sweetness going on with the warmth and everything, that more people will be interested in those. So this is definitely more of like a niche crowd that will wear it. Not niche fragrance crowd, but just a smaller crowd. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
All right, so obviously sticking.
Yeah, we gotta
You gotta knock him down a pack or
let's see
two?
what's going on here.
We'll
Let's
give it a
go
shot.
Paco again. This one is the new Million Gold Elixir, which to me looks like 0 million gold.
Yeah.
As I have pointed out
52,000
times. Yes, 52,000. That's my favorite number. I always say it. Another one that has sweetness. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's a really solid fragrance. I feel like a lot of the fragrances that are up here right now kind of have like the same almost theme.
There's vanilla
Yeah.
that's very popular right now.
Okay, so is that what 2025 is? Like the year
it's
of
kind
vanilla?
of not necessarily just this year, but like it has been more popular.
Because remember
lately.
a couple years ago or something, there was like the year of like the green fragrances. Like a lot of them
there was
were
a few that
green.
came out, that were green. Yeah, and before that, there was like the big blue fragrance surge, oud fragrance surge, it happens. But a lot of stuff, vanilla, kind of like a sparkly vanilla, kind of like effervescent almost you know, like a carbonated drink. Like when you smell it, you
Yeah.
can kind of get those like bubbles almost. It feels like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's really popping right now.
Yeah, I can tell because like even like if you just look at these 4
Yes.
bottles right here, they're all almost like the same kind of
Color scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. This was really good.
I
So
think it's
gonna
way
have to
better
be-
than Million Gold that came before it. That was the one that smelled like body odor.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
Oh my god.
And you hated it?
Yes, it was awful.
Yeah. So this is way better than that one.
Yeah, it's good.
So right there, kind of
Yeah, it's gonna have
middle.
to be. Yeah,
Okay.
I would say as we keep going on, it'll probably stay kind of in the top.
Yeah, we'll see. Next up, let's do this one. This is Born in Roma Extra Dose.
Oh.
So this one, a little similar to Born in Roma Intense. Maybe not quite as sweet as that one, but it does still have a decent amount of sweetness. Also, good performance, good projection. Lavender is one of the main notes in there, along with like woods and some spices.
Yeah, this is nice because it's kind of like breaking up
Yeah.
what I've
It's also
been
really
smelling.
wearable, I feel like.
Mhm.
Like that one you could pull off about any time, other than maybe in summer if you go real heavy, because it is pretty strong.
I feel like there is like a really big difference from like here, like these up
Like
and
a gap?
these down. Like there's a pretty wide gap there, I feel like.
Yeah. And there's a couple over here that I like a good amount, but yeah, I'm kind of with you.
Yeah, this one's really good. It would be a good pickup because I mean you can't like go wrong with it.
Yeah.
You just one of those like spray and goes, but it smells really good.
Yeah. It's also one of those ones that in the air smells really nice.
Yeah.
Like that one and Born in Roma Intense both are kind of like
I
that.
keep kind of wanting to like go back to it and smell it some more.
Yeah, they're addictive. They put a little like MSG in there.
Yeah. Like lots of sugar,
Mm.
lots of, you know.
It's good for you.
Yeah. I'm gonna start filling the gap a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it right here.
Like turn it sideways.
There we go.
See that?
Oh, big brain, you smart.
Thank you. Let's go Guilty next. Guilty Love Edition. So this is pistachio bottle.
Is that the color?
Yeah.
Oh,
Pistachio
interesting.
for the most part. I mean, it's kind of pistachio, right?
I mean, I like the color.
Yeah, it's
I
cool.
don't know like the name. I know what the colors of the rainbow, but outside of that, I don't know
good.
what any colors are called.
This is another different one. So this is Orange Blossom.
Mm-hmm.
So white florals with like a little citrusy feel to it, amberfix, kind of amberwoody, and then juniper off the top. It's really clean, smooth, kind of classy, and more of like a spring, summer, fall.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. Another one of those like mass appealing.
Yeah, anytime kind of deals.
Yeah, you don't.
It's
have to
not like super close to myself,
Mm-hmm.
but it kind of does very similar things to an extent.
Yeah, this one's good. Ugh, I don't know. It's
You got
kind
to
of
be
like getting
contrasting
harder
and
now
comparing as well.
because a lot of these are really good. Okay. You doing your workouts back there? There we go.
All right, and we're gonna go back through these, I suppose, toward the end.
Yeah.
That'll be rough.
Probably
So
smart.
here's the new Coach. Like
Okay.
that, you can tell it's higher end because very tiny gold tag there. The other ones
Oh.
don't get that.
If only it was real gold.
So this is Coach Odaparfam, and it is, to me, kind of masculine fragrance, very lightly similar to Sauvage Elixir, but not quite as like aggressive with the woods and spices. Like they're there. They're just a little bit more smoothed out. Yeah.
I like the opening a lot. The dry down, not so much. It's just the dry down is like a run of the mill kind of like 1 or 2 note.
It's
kind
like
of dry down.
it's got like a clean. It's like almost like taking a masculine scent from the past and then cleaning it up a little bit.
Gotcha.
It's kind of how it comes across, you know.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
like
like
that
it.
masculine touch to it.
It doesn't smell bad. It smells really good. It smells kind of more, like you said, kind of along like that classic kind of men's fragrance.
Yeah, a little bit.
Let's see.
Go ahead.
I feel like you're doing some shifty stuff back there.
No, I would never do that.
Uh-huh. All right.
Trying to make room.
Running
Pretty
out
soon
of
we're gonna have to
space.
we're just gonna have to scoot some of these like forward.
Yeah. Well, I think we got room. if we
So
do
here's maybe the best fragrance
Okay.
that you've ever smelled. You know what that is?
that. No, I don't.
Mr. Carnivore.
Oh, okay.
That one would go
Woo!
like right up at the front, right?
Actually, just like inhaled, I think some of it into my throat.
Yeah, that's good.
Whew.
That's good for you.
Okay.
So that would be like at the front here.
Yeah, totally at the front.
Right.
I agree with you
Okay, good.
on whatever you say.
Right. It would be like up there.
Yeah, that's why I put it all the way
No,
over
that's
there.
just the spot where they go when they're used. So,
Oh.
so here's your new Gentleman Society little gold bottle.
I like it. It's like minimalistic, but kind of like, you know.
So that is ombre, the new one.
I like the inside. Looks like a little like painted. Or
It is,
something.
yeah, the inside's painted. So we only have 5 more after this one.
Yay!
So we're coming in on the end. We're closing in hot. That makes no sense. You gotta put this where it goes.
Coming in hot.
Yeah. Is it better than Stronger Dior Parfum? Is it worse? And if it's worse, where does it go?
I don't think I like it as much because this one's really that's a good one, but I do like it
Right.
a lot.
Right. It is good. It is a little more like classy, I feel like. A little more of a dressy fragrance to an extent. Good fall, wintertime fragrance. It does have nice quality to it.
Yeah, and I'm representing that.
Okay,
by
cool.
Putting it towards the top.
Let's switch it up. Low DC,
Oh.
Odaparfam. So we're looking at summertime scent again. Spring, summer. Very different from the Stronger With You. Question is it unique enough to stand out in a big way? I do like the citrus in there, kind of citrus woods.
Yeah. That pop of citrus off the top actually is like really good. Unfortunately, that's probably gonna last like 5 seconds.
It's okay. It's not as strong as a lot of these, but that's because a lot of these are,
Because that
Fall, winter.
rindy citrus off the top
yeah,
is really, really good.
yeah. It's good summertime scent. I do think that this is the type of fragrance that will get overlooked by the majority of people. And
Yeah.
the people that really like it will be able to use it a whole bunch during spring, summer, and early fall.
Yeah, it probably will get overlooked. And I think the most frustrating part about that fragrance is what I just said. It's that rindiness off the top is super, super good.
Yeah.
And if it lasted even like 30, 45 minutes, I think that I could possibly rank it higher because that opening is really good. It's just you're gonna actually have to have like a little atomizer stuck in your pocket.
Blast it on.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
would have to do. I mean,
Well, as it dries, it maintains a lot of that freshness.
Okay.
It's like a woodsy freshness, which you can smell on the dry down a little bit. But the actual citrus itself, obviously, is not going to last an enormous amount of time.
And that
But
is
you still maintain a
unfortunate.
lot of that freshness from the citrus, though.
It's really good though.
Where's it going?
Right here.
Okay.
It's really, really good.
No, you can do.
Oh yeah, that's right. Again, smart boy. But it's really, really good. It's just you're gonna go through that bottle really quickly if you're like me and really enjoy the
Citrus. Yeah. So Aquade Elixir is next. It's a magnetic cap. Also painted on the inside. It's
opening.
two
Oh, look
for
at
one
that.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, so Aquade Elixir, obviously it's got a bit of that Aquade to it, that vibe, but then it also has violet, like a good amount of violet, which reminds me a little bit of some of the discontinued Fahrenheits. It's like Fahrenheit Cologne, Aqua Fahrenheit.
I like it a lot. It's really like mass appealing, like all other probably Aqua de Jo's.
Most of them, yeah.
I feel like at this point, and it's just a me thing, I feel like Aqua de Jo's are kind of like starting to get played out in my mind. Sorry.
That depends. Aquade Parfum, I don't think so. Aquade Profundo, Odaparfam, I don't think so. But some of the flankers that come out and you're like, maybe this should have been a little different or whatever. Yeah, to an extent.
It smells really good. It's people pleasing. I like the bottle. I mean, can literally keep this anywhere and any point in time. I don't know.
Yeah, to contrast and compare. All right, fair enough. We will move forward with the new Dolce and Gabbana.
Last 3.
Yep, so this is the new light blue, the reformulated light blue.
Did we need a new reformulated light blue?
I mean, the old one has been out for a minute.
Okay.
It still is a good seller, or was a good seller. I think a lot of brands right now, and this is just me guessing, are trying to make things more modern. So they're taking like some fragrances that would be considered modern classics, and then they're reformulating them.
Okay.
So Aquade Jo, for example, like all of those pretty much got reformed. This one got reformed, and I'm sure more will come. So
I feel like maybe I just drank some Dolce & Gabbana Haterade today. I think.
Yeah, like when you smelled this one side by side with the original, you picked that one every single time.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't doubt it. I'm not a really big fan of the original. It's just is what it is in my mind. But yeah, I think it's gonna have to go down here somewhere. Gonna have to join its brethren down here.
I want them to come out with a new The One. Is what I really want, but we'll see. It would be cool if they announced one though, like toward fall or something like that.
All right. He's got to go down here.
Next is the new Wanted Forever Elixir.
Ooh,
That one's
I love the opening.
Yeah, it's got raspberry in the opening.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's pretty attention grabbing.
I know if this one's not going to beat out Stronger With You, then I know it's going to be in the top, but it might be.
Yeah, it's got raspberry and then that kind of like leather.
Yeah, the dry down, that leather like obviously carries over and it smells really good, but the raspberry on top with the leather, good combination.
Yeah. Yeah, it works really well. And that one's grown on me as time has gone on.
Yeah.
The only bad part about it really is just the atomizer. It's complete trash. But a lot of brands are going with these crappy atomizers.
I think I'm going to have to go with my little Azzaro here.
All right, Azzaro.
There we go.
And then the final fragrance before doing the recap and checking to see if you want to switch anything is the new Odaparfam Parfum. So that's the new version of Odaparfam Parfum. It's a little bit, to me, a little less sweet than the original, a little more woodsy.
Yeah, I was gonna say like it's got like a peppery kind of aspect.
It's got pine, like pine woods, you know,
Gotcha.
how that has like a coniferous kind of feel
yeah.
to it. And then, yeah, outside of that, super versatile, easy to wear, fall, winter, early spring, really.
Okay.
So many fragrances.
Yeah.
And I actually had to leave some out, like some of the ones that I have that are also new this year, because 20 was just pushing it already.
All right, I think I'm gonna put him right here.
Okay. Yeah, put that there. Okay, so as of right now, Azzaro is the winner. Azzaro Forever Wanted Elixir. But go ahead and do a quick recap, see if you want to switcheroonie any of these. I will go over this way. So the top three stayed as they were. Azzaro Forever Wanted Elixir, Stronger With You Parfum, and Bad Boy Elixir. Dior M Parfum way up here toward the top, so is Le Beau, Gentleman Society Ombre, and then Million Gold Elixir, Uomo Extra Dose,
And I
Aquade
did,
Elixir.
I did a little
Yeah,
swap
a
of
little
those
swap
two.
right there with Guilty Love.
Yeah.
And then also swap over here, Burberry Hero Parfum moved up, and everything else shifted down.
Yep.
Yeah.
But after going through and smelling them, I think this is how I would rank them. So,
Okay.
Yep.
Fair enough. So there it is. There are 20 of the biggest releases so far this year. Obviously, like I said, more will come. But these are kind of where we're at right now, according to Chelsea. If you've made it all the way until the end, thank you for hanging with us. I know it was a bit of a long one because there's so much to talk about here. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourself. See you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys later.